We want to continue
Thanks,
this
Trish.
conversation here about this meeting and also how it relates to the Chinese and their relationship with North Korea and what it means for us in terms of trade with China. Don't forget the White House announcing that it's going to impose tariffs on steel and aluminum imports from Canada, Mexico, and the European Union beginning at midnight tonight when their temporary exemptions expire. And that has some nervous in the markets right now. We're down about 300. The EU, meanwhile, vowing retaliatory sanctions, calling Washington's trade measures unacceptable. Meanwhile, Mexico saying that it's going to hit back with its own tariffs. Good luck on that. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau speaking right now, announcing Canada will also take retaliatory measures against the United States. Joining me is capitalist comeback author and former CKE restaurant CEO, Mr. Andy Puzder. Andy, so good to have you here on a day like today. First of all, just your reaction to the potential here for this big summit between the president and Kim Jong-un, which we may hear about being solidified momentarily. Your thoughts, sir?
I think the president really played this well. He really negotiated like a professional. When you're negotiating, you always have to be able to walk away from the table. If you can't walk away from the table, you're not negotiating. You'll get a bad deal. Kim Jong-un decided to test this president, find out whether he was too politically committed to getting a deal done, to stick to his guns, because America, you know, a lot of times our policy goes with the political wins. We have an election every 2 years, and people will say that they've got points that are non-negotiable, and then they negotiate them away. This president won't do that. He did not walk away. He walked away from the table. He didn't give up on his positions, and I think we're going to hear very soon that the North Koreans are back at the table, that the summit will go forward, and as the president said, it may take 2 or 3 meetings. He may have to walk away again. But I think he's really created the opportunity for peace.
The other big story we're following, of course, are these tariffs. And these tariffs
Yes.
are going into play. The Europeans don't like it. Canada doesn't like it. Mexico says it's going to retaliate with its own tariffs. We're hearing the same thing from everyone right now. And the fear is, oh, my goodness, are we going to be in some kind of massive trade war? You know, and it harkens back to those, you know, Smoot-Hawley tariffs of yesteryear. And there's a lot of people that are of the school of thought that Smoot-Hawley actually encouraged the Great Depression, made it harder for us to get out. But, you know, I would argue simply, and I want to hear your thoughts on this, Andy, that we're a very different economy and we're a very different country and we're a very different place right now than we were back in the 1930s. So will retaliatory efforts by all these countries cause our economy to be in a state that is not growth-oriented?
I'd say, first of all, this is a lot different situation than when we had Smoot-Hawley. Smoot-Hawley, we imposed tariffs because we thought tariffs were a good idea. This president isn't imposing tariffs because he thinks tariffs are a good idea. He thinks they're a way to get other countries to the negotiating table. He supports free trade. He just doesn't support unfair trade, which is what we have now. Now, steel and aluminum are different because the president very sincerely believes that they have national security implications. So but we're still in a negotiation process. You know, we've reached deals with South Korea, Australia, Argentina, and Brazil on importing steel. We weren't able to negotiate with Canada, Mexico, the EU, and China. And I think because they didn't believe that we were going to impose, the EU, Canada, and Mexico didn't believe we're going to reimpose these sanctions. Well, they tested the president, much as Kim Jong-un did, and they found out this president sticks to his guns. So they've got constituencies they need to satisfy. They're going to be screaming at the top of their lungs that this is unfair and they'll retaliate. But the real question is, what we need to watch is, are they at the table negotiating? If they're at the table negotiating, we will get a deal done. It'll be better for the United States. There will still be free trade, but it will be fairer trade, and that's the goal.
Yeah, you know, it doesn't seem like we're asking for that much, Andy.
No.
I mean, really and truly, I mean,
all.
if we're not putting tariffs on them, why are they putting tariffs on us?
Well, let's take cars with Europe. Now, this is something we haven't decided on yet. There are going to be hearings. There'll be opportunities for comment. But when you're selling a Mercedes-Benz or a Mercedes, when German manufacturers are selling those cars in the United States, it's a 10% tariff. When Ford, General Motors, or Chrysler sell an American car in Germany, it's a 10% tariff. So theirs is 10. We got to pay 10% to sell cars there. They pay 2.5 to sell cars here. Why not just make it 2.5 across the board? They'll still be able to sell cars here for the same price they are now. They'll have a little more competition at home, but at least it'll be a level playing field. We're just trying to level the playing field. We're trying to get deals that we've had 20 or 30 years of disadvantageous deals. It's time for them to come to an end. We have a president with the courage to do that, and I think ultimately that will be the result.